What's up, boys and girls? Brent Robert Nameco right here. Dustin Meredith Barkley over there. Meredith? Michael?
No.
Matthew?
Matthew.
Maddie! I'm going to call him Maddie for the rest of the show.
Why would it be Michael? That's my brother's
I don't know. It's an M. I knew it was an M. Love Meredith. Maddie. But all right, Maddie, let's get into
our
before we get into
basketball
this. Yes.
stuff is
Go ahead,
up.
Maddie.
Check out all our other videos. Get onto our website. Check out our rankings. We've been updating them. We got a cheat sheet on there. If you don't do basketball, fantasy basketball is a lot of fun.
It's so fun.
I get why some people don't like it. Some people don't like basketball.
All you gotta do, I should post my team, the draft results, and just do exactly what I did because my team
Or
is
I can
silly.
post mine. You can do what I did because
My team's better. It's so silly.
My team's better.
It's definitely not. All right, let's talk about football. Talking about quarterbacks, talking about the 8th ranked quarterback for this week, and that is Marcus Mariota. And Marcus Mariota, I've had on a few of my leagues as spot starts, because I didn't really like the Palmer matchup, stuff like that. But the thing that's been great about him is you played him based on the matchup the last couple weeks, and just keep that going, because he's playing the Colts. Colts are not good, and the sneaky thing about Mariota is his legs. He's going to get you between 40 and 60 rushing yards, I feel, is always potential, and he can always sneak one in. So keep an eye out. Big Ben owners, hey, maybe that's who you get. Sorry, by the way.
Sorry, Big Ben. Oh, and Tennessee's schedule coming up, amazing.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Love me some DeMarco. Got him. Got him in
All right,
plenty of
Maddie,
leagues.
keep on going. What quarterback we talking about?
Mr. Brian Hoyer, number 13. Here's the deal with him. Green Bay secondary absolutely decimated with injuries right now. Hoyer's been very interesting. That game in general, I'm excited about that game. I'm excited to see if Rodgers can get things going, what the running back situation is going to be with Green Bay. And I'm excited about Hoyer in that Bears passing game. I think this could be a potentially high-scoring divisional game like in Hoyer this week with that banged-up secondary.
All right, as we move into running backs, we're going to go with running backs 11 and 12, Ware and Charles. They're playing the Saints. And typically when you see us rank two guys right next to each other, it's because one's kind of questionable. So we just want to say whoever's starting is probably going to be there. That ain't the case for this. We got them both ranked inside our top 12 because the Saints' run D is terrible. Spencer Ware has been extremely solid. And Charles, in limited touches, you got to remember, that's what he did to start his career. He only touched the ball like 12, 15 times a game, but he would have some big games in that span. So we think both of them could have value. Both of them could find the end zone. It's going to be tough for both of them to have monster games, but if you own them, you're probably starting them.
And number 16, Matt Jones. He has been a guy that's been very hard to get right this year. I mean, he's had some really good games. He's had some really bad games. But at this point, we got him at number 16. He's had enough good games to where you almost have to start him each week. I mean, there's been some, is Kelly going to factor in? Is Thompson going to take touches? Yes, they're going to factor in, but Jones has been too good for too many weeks now to where, unless you have really safe other options, you're starting him because of the upside from week to week. He'll throw some more stinkers in there, but he's going to have some more big games as well.
All right, as we move down to number 21, I want to highlight Jacquizz Rodgers playing San Francisco. And San Francisco is terrible against the run. The reason we got Rodgers at 21 is the muscle hamster, which I still love that nickname. Even though Doug Martin actually hates that nickname, which I find interesting because I think it's a cool nickname. But either way, he's going to be out. Muscle hamster.
Who wants to be called a hamster?
I guess so. That's kind of a cool nickname in my opinion. So Rodgers is going to be the lead back again. And last time he was the lead back before the bye, he touched the ball what felt like a million times. So just a high volume play against a bad run defense equals an interesting start.
And all the way down to end of our top 40. We wanted to put them in here just so we could talk about them, but Niall Davis and Don Jackson. This is going to be an absolute mess. But again, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Are they going to give Ty Montgomery carries? Are they going to give Cobb carries? Are they going to give, Don, who's just off the practice squad carries? Or Davis, who just got caught over in a trade? We should know more heading up into the game, like who's planning on starting, and that can give you a gauge on who might be worthy of a flex spot in deeper leagues. But for most people, you're just putting them on your bench and just seeing what happens and then maybe starting.
Here's the thing, if you have a kicker, if you're changing your kickers every week anyway, and you're like, whatever, I don't really care, drop your kicker, pick up Don, and just see what happens.
I did that in 5 leagues this morning.
It's a good move. I love. Of course you did.
I did that in 5 leagues.
Kicker and all for all of them?
Yeah, drop my kicker.
I mean, it's a good move. I like that because what if Don blows up, right? He blows up,
and if he's
you're
terrible,
feeling great.
I
then you
drop
just cut him and you get a kicker.
It's
exactly.
Perfect. It's amazing.
God, we're smart. All right, as we move on to wide receiver, I gotta highlight Antonio Brown, and yeah, it's gonna be a little bit rough.
It's getting ugly.
Yeah, without Big Ben there, I'm concerned about him. We still got him inside the top 10 though, right? If you have him, you gotta start him. He's had some good games before with Jones at the helm, but it's not as much as a sure thing. So you gotta start him. You gotta be a little nervous about him though.
19, Cameron Meredith. There's a lot of people out there that have Meredith that are deciding how excited should I be about Cameron Meredith. You should be very excited about Cameron Meredith. We have him ranked over Hopkins this week. Now, true, Hopkins is at Denver, and Denver has been amazing against wide receivers this year, but Meredith has been a target machine. Green Bay secondary, again, banged up. If you have Meredith, it's going to be very hard for you to keep him on your bench this week. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I wanted to see one more. He's done 2 in a row.
Like 30 targets in 2 weeks or almost. It's not quite the...
You gotta...
I think he's the real deal, right? Is he the real deal?
He
looks the part, too.
That's the thing.
He's a big receiver. I mean, he looks...
There's nothing that seems fluky about it. Maybe the targets, but not the talent.
Right. All right, as we moved on down, going to talk about Golden Tate. We have him at number 30, and the reason I want to talk about Golden Tate is... You know, the week before is the week that a lot of people dropped him. So probably a lot of people use waivers to grab him. Like, oh, it's going to be Golden Tate, what we expected before the year. That ain't the case, guys and gals, maybe. Marvin Jones, he is the number 1 out there. It is clear cut at this point. Tate will have some big games every now and then, but just don't go crazy, right? Like, you know, I've seen questions for him, Tate or Brown. I get it. We're nervous about Brown, but, you know, Tate had that one good game. It's still been a rough season.
Don't be that nervous.
Yeah, don't be that scared.
Ty Montgomery is another guy.
You love the Packers-Bears game. Apparently.
I just realized
you love it.
I do. Well, this one is one that people are going to have a lot of questions about this week. And that's why I wanted to talk about Ty Montgomery. A big pickup. Everyone's excited about him. And we started to move him up this list a little bit, but then we were like, but he fumbled the ball twice last week. So that's the only thing that worries me, is that because sometimes they will set up a game plan and they don't want to abandon it during the game, but then after the week and they're like, hey, you fumbled twice, we're not doing that again. And they can maybe change it, but you know, with Lacey being out, that might have changed it to where Montgomery still gets kind of the touches out of the backfield. But don't go crazy. Yes, get excited. PPR leagues, I think he's worthy of it, definitely a flex, but there's still that little bit of uncertainty because of the fumble.
It is fun, though. It is fun. Who knows what's going to happen?
That's why it's exciting.
Who knows what's going to happen?
That's why it's exciting. There's so many question marks.
So many question marks.
It's a fun game. I'm excited.
Yeah. First thing he said, he called me this morning telling me it was a fun game. I was like, great, Dustin. Can't wait either. All right, as we go to tight ends. Travis Kelce, going to talk about, we're ranked number 2, and it's kind of like, oh, obviously you're going to start Kelce. But is it that obvious? If you have Hunter Henry, are you definitely considering it? We don't know, but the thing that we like about him, again, he's playing New Orleans. It's going to be a shootout, and he's just a big man that can get a lot of touchdowns. I just think he's a safer, more consistent tight end play. Big fan of him this week.
I was going to talk about Zach Miller, but I guess I won't.
Switch it up there, Dustin.
No, I'm going to talk about Jack Doyle. You know, this is a guy that I think could be a great spot start. Definitely this week because Dwayne Allen is out, but Allen could miss multiple weeks. And Doyle has been solid. The only thing I haven't liked about Doyle is him splitting the tight end looks with Allen. And with Allen out of the way, and with Doyle's touchdown potential, especially in standard leagues, you gotta love that. I think there's a good chance he finds it.
Doyle's been better than Allen this year.
Well,
as far as points goes.
Standard leagues, Allen, it's close.
All right, let's move on to defense. Dustin said I wasn't allowed to talk about the Vikings, even though they're awesome and they're number 1 ranked defense, and I absolutely love them, and I keep getting trade offers for them. So all you people out there who thought it was crazy, but either way.
No one thought you were crazy.
Yeah, I spent $23 in Fab, and everyone was like, yeah.
No one said that.
And then you know what? Boom, number 1 every week.
That only happened in your head.
It happened. I'm going to talk about the New England Patriots. I would like the Patriots defense even more if they were at home, but again, no Big Ben equals Patriots. Definitely get a boost. However, Le'Veon Bell should get a lot of run in this game. So they're our number 4 defense because of the quarterback situation, and they're on the road, and they're not as good on the road. But if you got them, you're starting them.
And another matchup where there's some quarterback issues, Baltimore going up against the Jets. It is at New York, so don't get the home field there. But Baltimore's D's been solid. And Geno did not look that good in his relief. I mean, it was a very small sample pool. He went out there, he's trying to prove something, I'm sure. But Not a ton
He's
of
not
confidence
good.
in Gino.
He's not good.
I mean, Fitz looked awful, and I expect Gino to look just a little.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. They're trying to spark the offense, but Fitz is, Gino is just not good. No. Sorry, Mama Smith. Your boy ain't no good.
But that's our Week 7 rankings. We will be updating these throughout the week, so click the link in the description if you want to see the updated rankings. Get in our forums if you got any questions.
For you, boss. No, give a toss. Or no, actually, love that move. Hit the camera.
Oh, that hurt?
You hit my hand so freaking hard.